Either I can write this down.
Okay, so now I'm recording.
Awesome.
And I'll send you a link to download what we've spoken about. So first of all, again, I want to say this. I feel a brotherhood with you, a soul connection. And I would
Felt
like
the
to say
same
it's
way
an
when you started
absolute,
talking.
absolute honor to be of service to you. So you spoke about the Super
Thank
Soldier
you.
program. And so this has been optimized for hundreds, if not millions of years, hundreds of thousands to millions of years. Our species essentially is a warrior species. Now, in our ancestors, we had those that were gatherers, then we had those who were hunters, and then a very, very small percentage were super hunters, meaning that you would throw the spear or the arrow and then look away completely because you've already done the math in your head and you know it's going to meet the animal at the right point and hit it right under the shoulder, for example.
Kind of
Now,
like firing a weapon. I know my bullet will hit its target.
exactly. I share this, but biologically, you have been enhanced further to a degree that is really pushing the limits of what the human physiology can achieve. It is elegant in what they have achieved. Now, however, there are downsides to this.
It reminds me of a symphony.
Yes,
It's like watching an orchestra composing a symphony, and when I fight, it's like
yes,
watching art.
yes, yes. That and then that super focus, as in seeing things in slow motion, having the calculations done very, very rapidly. But then when you push one aspect up of the brain, because the brain is the total capability doesn't change, you're pushing in one factor and another must go down, meaning that you would find it difficult to maintain that amazing level of focus for very long. It's super for a combat situation where you've got just split seconds to do the right combination of movements that would be trained, drilled into the physical body. But then it would affect.
I often compare myself to Doctor Strange and how he can see all these scenarios all at once,
Yes,
and you can focus on like alpha timeline, and
yeah, yeah,
you know how to complete the objective immediately
yes,
without thought. It's just like
yes.
it's almost like what it's like when you're meditating and your eyes start just popping back and forth really
Uh-huh,
fast. It's like,
uh-huh.
and it's like I know what to do. Boom.
Yes, yes. And this is not the first physical body that and this is not it's not imposed on you. It's something that you have chosen as part of your soul mission. Special forces, right? Going in,
Correct.
taking out
Yes.
the nastiest, darkest, baddest motherfuckers that need this kind of specialized human. And now I was looking into the different timelines, past lives. You've always been soldier, not just soldier, beloved comrade. Beloved comrade, as in you take a bullet for your brother and then heal pretty quickly because that's also part of the enhancements you have received. But most importantly, now we're at a choice point because looking forward, you still have use for these abilities. Specifically, they are going to save your life in 3 events. And so I'm now kind of thinking that perhaps messing with the tech is not very wise, although it is most certainly there and observable in energetic senses, but it is serving a very specific purpose for you. So just giving you a confirmation that your mission is far from over and that there's going to be instances in this is going to be less than a decade where all three happen. So you're still in incredible physical shape. All these abilities are just waiting for that millisecond trigger to kick online, but it's necessary. So at this time, I would not advise any kind of removal. Let me just go a little forward, see if there's any off switch built in, as in nobody is meant to operate at this level forever. Meaning if there is a planned sort of
So I
retirement.
feel like I feel whatever they're doing to me that I'm never more than at 20% capacity every week in any single day. Every
Uh-huh.
day I'm about to doze off. I do a lot podcasts,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I work about 100 hours a week, but that has
Yes.
nothing to do with my fatigue. I'm fatigued every day, and I don't know what it's like to have energy anymore. And I can work for 48 hours straight with no breaks. Like I'm a
Understood.
machine.
Yes.
Like I never go to fatigue ever.
Okay, I understand. So first of all, this is not just you, my dear friend. This is a big shift, a planetary shift that is affecting everybody with even the slightest degree of awareness. It's hitting everybody. But now let's look into it a little closer with a little more focus, see if anything is malfunctioning. By the way, I still haven't scanned into your energy. This is all through the Akashic records, public records, so to speak. May I have a look? I need
I
your
give you
permission.
permission to scan me in any way you can. I don't hide anything.
Thank you. Towards your highest good, your greatest life, and the highest good of everybody.
Yep.
And so, with your kind permission, now let's start looking into the energy system. Okay, there is draconian energy or signatures, but not the lower grade Draco.
Yes.
This is
Alpha
dragon.
Draconian General.
Yes, but this is like in again just draconian in archetype of life, but a highly evolved form. When the Draco evolve, they become dragon, and this is dragon energy. This is far superior to the regular Draco that interact with most of humanity. So I would call you a dragon. That is part of the structure. Moving in. Andarian, that kind. I'm not familiar with this. I'm just getting the name. Another species of light beings, non-physical, optimized for combat, moving to the heart center, Lyran energy, again warrior species. So
Yes.
your lineage is
Had a Lyran life as well.
very interesting. You've orchestrated this, as in you chose the mom and dad that would create the vessel, right? So you've selected this body very intentionally. um, Regenerative abilities. I'm getting aqua. This is from offshoot of the Atlantean human beings, water people. Very powerful regenerative ability. This is not just physical to the physical body, but energetic wounds also. So you have built-in defenses against ceremonial ritual magic, against
And
psychic.
they are extreme.
They are extreme, but you've come in with the built-in ability, so you know what I'm talking about. Um, Moving into the lower part of the spine, the hips. Um, it, Alongside the root chakra, which would be the physical vitality, there are other implants. This would give you extra boosts of
I
energy.
know they target me there. They also, I feel that a lot of the attack comes from there. And a
Yes,
lot
yes,
of
yes, yes.
the things that happen to me is from that energetic area.
Correct, correct. So both sides of the spine, right at the tailbone, this would be the sacral plexus, where there are the six holes in the bottom of the spine connecting to the reproductive organs and the thighs. One of the functions would be the sensation in the upper legs and the reproductive organs. But through tapping into the sacral, you've got the boost of energy, like lifting a car when you get mad, or of that nature, or being able to rip pieces of steel apart, right? That's where that tech is kicking in. And then there's lots of evidence of can I ask you this? Has this body been regressed? In this body, you've been alive for a long time.
More than likely I've been part of a bunch of 20 and backs or 60 and backs. So I don't
Yeah,
know how many times. I have no
there's a
concept of
lot,
time
man.
anymore.
There's a lot, man. And there was a lot of bionic tech um,
That's
screwed
part of the
into
Kruger program.
screwed into the bones of your feet. a big enhancement, looking at so that's a very strong reaction to the remembrance of that. Painless,
Yeah, I feel it.
injecting you with different forms of liquid, cleansing the body, detox. So you would have been able to breathe in nerve gas. This would process it out of your system. You would have been able to breathe a whole range of different atmospheres. I'm coming across this for the first time, but this was all placed in the lower part of your body, in the legs, and this was part of the suit, screwed in, fused seamlessly. Very impressive technology. But they removed it. It has left very, very minute scars. As in, if you look at it under a very close X-ray, you'll find the evidence. It was also enhancing your bone
I
marrow.
have some of those X-rays.
Oh, wow, impressive. And it was also infused into the
The,
bone
the
marrow.
radiologist, the radiologist, when she saw my X-rays,
Yeah.
I was there for a car crash and I messed my shoulder up
Uh-huh.
and my head went through the window. It hit the window during that S2000 crash. And she's like, when she did my X-rays, she's like, where did all these other breaks come from and all
Right,
this
right,
other
right.
scarring? I'm like, mean. So she's like, I'm not supposed to really mention this, but since it's in the past,
Yeah.
she started pointing out all these broken bones I've had or all
Mhm.
these like scarring on my bones. I'm like,
Yeah. And
man,
so, by the way, giving
it's
you
just like
just
there was so many procedures I had no idea what they did.
these were burns, as in it was very powerful energy weapon. It would have completely burned away the soft tissue and also burned part of the surface of the bone. But they were able to regenerate the physical form completely, leaving so the soft tissue is a lot more straightforward than the bone or the teeth. They have a little bit more difficulty perfectly recreating that kind of a hard substance, but they've got the tech to program the cells. What I'm seeing now is an energetic scaffolding where something like stem cells are implanted and they give them the program. They meld and fuse perfectly, seamlessly with the rest of the tissue. So burns, cuts, that kind of stuff is it's a no biggie. If they can keep the soldier alive, they can fix that shit. Um, so that's the legs.
This is a burn. This is a burn I just got, and it's
Uh-huh.
healing really
Oh
fast.
yes, yes, yes,
The
yes.
secret to my regeneration is what I do is with my regeneration, I understand that my body is separate from my spirit, and I tell it, I say, the moment I'm burned, I say, I understand you just showed me that I was distracted or I was upset about something. I said, thank
Correct.
you for taking this for me. Please forgive me. I love you. Then I kiss it and I see
Beautiful.
it healing. It's just like intention. It's
Got
just
it.
like I know. And I always say, I love scars. Like I would prefer to have it as a lesson and a scar because to me, scars are beautiful.
Yes.
All the stuff they've done to me, they never let me keep my scars
Yeah.
in combat.
Yeah.
I've had the most amazing scars. Like I felt they
Yes.
took a piece of me away.
Yes. 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 But energetically, they are there. So these are stored in your life records or soul records. This is always with you. And so, but this lifetime, as we're speaking, it's not done. I'm not talking about the duration of your existence in this body. I'm talking about the soldier bit. It's not done. You're just living the 3D, doing
It
your.
feels like I will always be a soldier
Yes.
until this war
Yeah.
is over.
Yeah. 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 Absolutely. Absolutely. But there's something. Now,
And that is me volunteering my life. And I will die 100,000 times in order for us to win in the end. It doesn't
correct.
matter how many times I die.
Yeah.
Suffering is, it's only moments of your life and then it's over. Then you
I'm,
start again.
I'm,
It's
I'm
that.
getting I'm getting goosebumps all over as you say this. The truth is powerful. That is true. Absolutely. Okay. So just now I'm kind of thinking, what's the wisdom in us coming across each other? Because I know there's something that I must give you.
We started this conversation at 5:55 Florida time. The moment we connected, it was 5:55 and I wrote it down. I said,
Oh
started at
wow.
5:55. So that's our synchronicity.
Oh man, today has been one of the most intense days in the past few years, and I've been through warfare, not unlike yourself, but the nature of my I'm a super soldier like yourself, but my speciality is in the spiritual or esoteric field. I'm a wizard, and I have gone across some very negative beings. These guys affect the energy of the planet. You're the tip of the spear, and I don't know how to describe myself. I nullify and neutralize negative energies. So these
Have we
all
fought together?
we are fighting together. This is it. We are
That's what
doing.
I felt. The moment you
Yes,
started
yes,
talking and
yeah,
talking about my implant, it's just
yeah,
like, I
yeah,
know
yeah.
you, man.
Yes,
You
yes,
know other
yes,
soul energy immediately
yes,
when you speak physically vibrating
yes,
words.
yes, 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 my friend. We have been doing this for a very long time, and a source of our we are not native to this universe. They bring us in when shit
Mm-mm.
goes really, really fucking wrong. As in, okay, this is out of hand. We need to bring in help from all universes. Many different prime creators of different universes come together to cauterize wounds because the nature of the opposition is of this. They are not from one universe either. That's why they're so fucking advanced. They've cheated where they had to go extinct. They cheated extinction by traveling through realities into different universes, infecting reality. You know, like the Borg from Star Trek, just accumulating knowledge and
And they
technology.
basically clone themselves life after life. It's just like they refuse to allow their soul to go back to source to be judged for
Exactly,
everything they've ever done.
exactly.
So they artificially keep themselves alive. And that's
Bingo.
what this whole ancient civilization of immortality is about. They just
Exactly.
want to stay alive eternally and convince us to be transhumanists, where we put our soul into a machine and then they have our soul forever and we'll never go back to source unless that machine blows up or if it was
Exactly.
ever liberated by the light. That's
Correct.
it. No
Correct.
way.
Exactly right. And a lot of what I have faced in the recent past was going into their home dimension, getting the prime creators of their original realities involved. There's traces of 11 older universes that have come and gone, and these motherfuckers they've held on. So they have to go, and that's the importance of the battle. So sacrifices like
They
what
did it
you
the
have.
last cycle as well.
Yes, yes,
They did it on the last 75,000 year cycle when we went to actually go back to source and go to our next
yeah,
higher dimension. They actually artificially intercepted our souls in transit with their ships
yes,
and put us in magnetic containment devices and
correct,
then recycled us back for another 75,000 year cycle. There's
correct.
no way I'm allowed this to ever happen again.
I agree with you completely. It's worth any sacrifice. And I can assure you it's not going to go down this time. A lot of the technology that they have used has been taken out, and knowingly and unknowingly, they don't have the unfair advantage that they had. It's an even playing ground now, and so they're scared. I don't think this round is going to be in accordance to what they want. So now I'm just going back to the idea. I just keep getting, I have to give you something. I have to give you something. It's not the implant. No, no, no. That's designed very beautifully. It's doing its job. There's no malfunction in the technology you carry. You smuggled in quite a lot. Hey, kudos to you, man. Good for you. And so that's working. The tiredness is planetary. It's the calm before the storm. Chill, brother, because then you're going to need the energy. So although physically you may feel tired, it's kind of like a hibernation before the shitstorm that is going to be coming. Um,
Feel I'm about to be activated for something major, and when it happens, like there's no turning back.
there's no
I
turning
just feel
back.
it's coming. I
It's
feel it in
coming.
the energy of the planet.
Yes, yes, yes. I agree with you. I'm picking up exactly the same thing. And three events that without
Can you tell me when maybe?
yeah, yeah. So all three will be over within 8 years. So I cut down the 10. Let's see when the first one is. The first one is 3.5 years from now, 5 years from now, and 7 years from now, where I'm just now getting the picture of two samurai fighting with swords. where you have the chance to eliminate key figures in the Visa deck. Go for it.
Could you hold on 1 second?
Sure.
Let me have them turn that off. He's cutting wood. One of the employees. Give me 1 second. I apologize.
Sure. Okay.
So sorry. So for
Three and
like
a
20
half.
seconds, I only heard sawing. So I was like,
It's okay. 3.5 years from now, 5 years from now, and 7 years from now, what I'm seeing, the way it's translating into my brain, is two samurai generals fighting it out with swords, and where you will get to eliminate three key characters of the phantom realm. I do not know if this is going to be energetic or whether your body is going to be taken into another domain and you're actually going to be fighting with swords. But that is the nature of it, where the
yeah, it has
speed,
to be swords.
it's swords, something with that. And again, you're going
Swords are
to be,
very personal to me, and so are
it's very
knives.
personal. And again, the sword you're using will have inscriptions on it. This is something that
Yes.
both the Japanese used, the Vikings used, weapons with magical inscriptions. They do the job beyond time. So when you imbue these with fourth and fifth and higher levels of magical energy, they do the job beyond time. So you're going to eliminate three key figures out of all existence as if they never existed. That is going to shift everything. Mm, and I just got the answer what I'm going to be giving you. I've got my own healing modality. This was a few cycles back, cycles as in stages of evolution, connecting to the dragons. You are one of the dragons, without a doubt. These are the highly evolved dragons, beyond the primordial sound and light realms, the closest creatures to the prime creator. They are in the void before anything exists. And so this is their flavor of healing energy. They have a
I
hand.
think I refer to that as the golden phoenix fire.
Wow. Okay. I have not used that reference, but I think you resonate with the description of this flavor of energy. And so I'm going to give you the empowerment for this, and may it unfold within you in your highest good, in its own unique way. May it manifest in any form that serves you the best and the highest good of all. Okay, so 1 out of 3. Let's do the second empowerment. Two out of three. That's it. That's it. And this is just a
Thank you for that.
remembrance.
I seen that energetic.
This is something you already have, by the way. I haven't given you anything. This is just a reminder, a reminder of a certain energy you already carry. This is going to be incredibly
I can
useful.
see that we practice that. We use the same mudras. We move energy the same.
Yeah, oh, wow. Well, that doesn't surprise me. I'm kind of, I'm in awe. This is all happening, but it's so surprising that people of our kind, you're the third person today I've met. After probably 6 months of dormancy, I'm just twiddling my thumbs, waiting for something to go down, and it all happens today. Like boom, 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 boom. And I've got to go on another call after this, healing another lady in Texas, out of all places, who's got the same energy, requiring just this reminder, activation of this energy again. Wow. That's just incredible. And what an honor. Oh my God. So let's see. I'm seeing twirling dragons. Again, that's the twirling of energy, right? That's again coming to the surface, more like waiting for this moment to come back to life out of hibernation. So rest of the system, now that we're looking, let's see if there's anything that shouldn't be there. Any kind of cords that are not benefiting you, any parasitic implants, because the one to the left temple,
Thank you for looking for those.
yeah, that's slowing time down for you. You got a long time to plan your sequence of movements in combat, or and you can fine tune it with your breath,
Is
by the
that
way.
what I'm practicing for the last 28 years? I
Yes,
spend the last 28 years practicing moves like in my mind or physically. I'm
yes,
always practicing moves, at least in my mind,
yes, 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 yes.
looking for weaknesses in people physically because like it's leading to something.
Yes, it's coming up. It's coming up. And you're going to get stronger, stronger and faster with time as these events are getting ready. So this is the way it's all been orchestrated, planned by yourself, by the way. This is not imposed upon you in any way, shape, or form. That's just insulting ideology, wrong thinking. We plan these things. So yes, that's what's happening. Again, please, another something that has helped me immensely is the breath work. And so mm, their internal orbits in the body, with the top of the mouth, the palate, and the muscles around the sphincter, the anus. When you tighten the muscles around the sphincter and touch the top of your mouth with your tongue, you're closing an energetic circuit in the body. And then with every breath that you take, you're accumulating chi, or life force. And so maybe in certain explosive moves in combat, you can build up for 9 or 10 or 20 breaths where you've got these muscles contracted and the tongue touching the top of the palate. And then you can energetically release. This is a very ancient form used in martial arts, and also blowing away implants. So that was what I was going to use to blow away any kind of implant. You can use it. You will know when the time is right. And it works completely with intention. Again, it's the way that crystals are activated. So this one is not very old acquisition, a Vogel crystal. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this. The angle of the base is the 55 degrees. So
Mhm.
when I use my hands, it would basically amplify the healing energy. It cuts like a laser. Very interesting. Regular quartz, just cut in a very precise way.
I interviewed Dan Willis on episode 9 on Laura Eisenhower's and I's podcast, the Rebel Collective, and he was showing us his Marcel Vogel crystals because he actually worked directly with Marcel Vogel on
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of projects. And like the stuff he knows about crystals and specifically the angular cuts,
Yes, yes,
that's
yes,
the most important part. How many facets and the angles, that's it.
yes, 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 yes. And then again, it interacts with our consciousness through breath. So I think there's
Can you
something.
explain to me why I take in breaths in a 1-to-3 ratio? Meaning when I breathe in, it's short. But then when I breathe out, it's 3 times the length. I do this all day long. I actually catch myself when I breathe that it's not 50-50 balance. And I know it's some kind of form of kinetic motion that I'm building. I just don't understand what it is. And I don't know where that breathing came from, because now it's who I am. And it's not who I always was. It dawned on me one day. So when I'm breathing, it's
This
like when
would
I
be,
tattoo.
this would
I
be,
don't know if it allows me to hyper focus.
yes, 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 absolutely, absolutely. I was getting the same thing. This is how you tune into your time, or let's call it, people like to use this quantum thingy. It's not very accurate, but it's your control over the time domain. With your breath, you have the ability to dial the speed of passage of time to faster or slower.
That's
Uh,
how I open portals.
yes. So this is
That's what
part
they've
of,
been using me for in the projects and the DUMs. Like why
yes.
they targeted me as a kid, because I can open these portals with my soul signature, and they force me to do this. Like
Okay.
opening grips
Hmm.
and doing some just nasty
Yes, yes,
stuff.
yes. Okay, that's okay. But that's part of the journey. It hasn't stopped you from becoming who you are now. Let's look at it in this way. They were just obstacles in the way. You needed to jump through hoops and climb obstacles. That's not a problem. There's no karmic debt that you have to pay. That is all on them, and balance is the nature of the universe. They'll have to answer for what they did. Good on you for making it this far. So, however, it's just a recognition. They saw you in a young person, and they said, okay, while this person is growing, let's use these abilities. That's what they do with humanity. And so, yes, the breathing in that sequence, and there's an entire code to this, like the language of the Morse code, or the ASCII language, where every key on the keyboard has a number. You'll be able to discover more. So that's something that's going to open up to you in the next 3 years or so. So by the time you actually need it, you'll have remembered the entire thing through breath, controlling the passage of time and the rate. And by the way, this doesn't just go forward. In the shamanic tradition, 4 of the dimensions are time: back in time, forward in time. But then we have parallel realities existing at the same time, parallel realities where we fork in the road through decisions we make. We have access to all of them. And so you'll be able to navigate all 4 sides on the flat plane that is time. The next level would be up and down, which are different universes. You have access to this also. And then finally, through a moment of calm, you will discover the final direction, which is within, discovering that you exist on all of them at the same time. It's just a moment that clicks on. You become aware of all your aspects everywhere, including clones, including those who are naturally incarnated. Because,
I often ask them, since I know that time is not linear and that all my lives are happening simultaneously.
yes,
So
yes,
with that knowledge I know, and I often ask for my other parallel selves to send me the knowledge and skills from
oh yeah,
all of my incarnations to use in this life for this mission. And that's
yes,
what I feel I'm doing. I'm channeling all this. That's
yes,
why I know about everything. And like I have skills that I never even knew I had, and
I understand.
I am good at anything that I try to do, and I completed in the least amount of moves
Yes,
possible, almost
yes,
like an energetic kata, like
yes, 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 yes,
it's
yes.
like an art form, man.
Understood. I get it. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I just got hit with a wave of happiness.
Me
Uh,
too, man.
yeah. Amazing, amazing.
You seen it on my exhale right before you said that. I was just like,
Yes, there we go. They're very powerful. Hey, this is something I miss in my daily life. So as a day job, I teach computer science, right? I worked for some universities, advised the British government for a while, and I discovered the work I'm doing is being used for stuff that would entangle me in debt, karmic debt. It's used for harm.
dude,
I just got sick of it. So I just quit everything. Now I'm teaching computer science in a high school. And so my daily interaction is with very talented children. Their energy is good. And so it helps me maintain the cleanliness of my energy. So at least, it pays the bills. It's not amazing. You don't make excellent money as a teacher, but I'm happy. It gives me enough time to interact with amazing people like yourself. So that's my story this time round. And then every now and again, I get visitors, mostly not from the human species, where they come with some horrific injuries. And so then I have time to heal them, put them back together. So if you're the special forces or the commando on the front line, I'm the medic, so to speak.
I see you being the spiritual medic, the priest.
Yes, yes, yes.
Energetically, you're my priest.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And right now I'm giving you a clean bill of health in every form. There's nothing that I perceive right now. Let's
And
look
that's all my
actually.
bodies,
Or that's
all
what
the
I was just,
layers.
you just read my mind. You just read my mind. Let's have a look into it. Because a lot of times these sneaky motherfuckers, they come at you sideways. Open a portal from 4 timelines that way, 3 universes up. Let's just expand. So right now I'm getting something, 6 timelines to our left and 5 universes above. And this is trying to dig into your crown. Let's burn the fuse. So tracing back to going through the portal they opened and burning their ass so they don't do this again, and sealing it, cauterizing it.
I'm
Then,
imagining it as well.
yeah, collapsing their portal, removing their access. So that was one. Let's see. There's something else trying to get in, but it hasn't made it yet. Let's just send a warning shot off the bow. Yeah. Say, yeah, don't even think about it. So sending them an energetic warning shot. Okay. So that is collapsed, collapsing it at the source of its occurrence. Back in time. No, past lives are good. You got nothing draining you from the past. And future, I just see the light. 3 major events, and that is a multi-lifetime mission, by the way. It's not just from this lifetime. It's all been orchestrated ahead of time strategically, so you're at the right place in the right time. Very complicated planning. It looks clear. All levels of the energy. I just see light now. There's nothing that is not belonging. So connection to source is good. You know who you are, what you're doing. That is excellent. Connection to earth. Let's strengthen that a little bit. As you are in the human vessel, Mother Earth gives our bodies, so she has a say in the energetic well-being. So just focus on your Earth Star chakra. It's about a foot underneath the soles of your feet. And now imagine that from this seed, little roots are growing. And they're growing not just to the core of the earth, but going all the way through to the other side, and also growing all the way within the planet, like a plant that fills its pot, but the pot is Mother Earth. So through your roots, you're now connected to all levels of the planet, from the core all the way to the surface, the highest peak of every mountain and the lowest depths of every ocean. And so now, with your breath, just breathe in, and as you exhale, send a blessing through these roots to the planet and announce that you are home. And as you breathe back in, pull in the blessings of the planet through your roots all the way into your body. Okay, I'm getting this. Facilitating, circulating up through your feet at knee level, into the hips, filling the torso, now at the heart level, going up, spilling through the shoulders, into the hands, all the way to the fingertips, all up through the neck, filling the head, going all above the crown into the soul star and pumping up earth energy to the heavens. So now this is connection of earth to heaven, and the connection of heaven to earth is already established. So you've got 2 powerful flows of energy as they go through your system. Each cycle, they're renewing you and healing you. So that's good. if you have time later on, take off the socks and shoes. If you have somewhere that's not too cold, for a few moments, just put your feet on the ground and visualize the same thing. The connection is there. Again, this is not giving you anything or doing anything for you. It's just reminding you of what already is in place.
I feel most connected to the earth. On all my days off, I go outside and look at my lake and all the birds come see me. I'm getting messages that the birds are there to possibly awaken my memories, and
Yeah,
have 30 or 40 birds like
oh wow.
ibises and sandhill cranes like 4 feet tall, and like ducks are coming out of nowhere and they love to see me, and like
Yes,
I
yes.
just feel connected to everything around me, man. Just simple things.
Their one of their gifts is portals, right? So the chirping of birds, it opens portals. If somebody is aware enough, you can use that, and it brings in immense healing energy. So yes, I've experienced something similar, where it's just overwhelming almost. You hear them chirping, you zone in, and suddenly, boom, you're not in your body anymore. They take you places, show you things. It's such a shame our civilization is so backward. But anyway, this is what we're here to fix, step by
Yeah,
step.
I feel that I'm the perfect complement between a cold-blooded soldier that is good at what I do and that I have the biggest heart of them all, because
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm against taking of all lives. I am against any form of physical violence, no matter what it is. I would rather entrap a soul and put them into a phantom realm where they are eternally stuck there,
Yes,
because killing something is too easy. It's too freaking easy.
yes,
They have
yes.
to be punished.
That's
They
right.
have to be punished, man.
Correct,
So, and
correct.
then the soldier in me, it's just like all I think of is combat, but then all I think about is life
Yes,
and animals and the blades of grass and
yes,
the air
yes.
I breathe. I'm thankful for the smallest things, because like everything is so important. The smallest, even the insects. Like
Correct.
it's me having another experience, and I have to honor that life and see it as myself and connect with it, and like it'll change your
Correct.
life, man.
Well, see, that's the difference between the elite soldiers and the amateurs. That you are not a killer, you are a protector, and you protect the highest good of life, whatever that may require. And so, if that takes imprisonment and education, that's a good path. Because a lot of times you kill them, they just snap into a new body, or they've got built-in tech that sort of regenerates them, like a computer game where you've got levels saved. So often, killing is not an effective option. You
Mm-mm.
really need to capture and re-educate, transmute a lot of stuff. I completely understand what you're saying.
That's what I'm here to teach them. I think my core mission, I think it's for the kids.
Yeah, yeah,
Like I rescue a lot of kids, and like when
yes,
I do my shows and when I talk on shows, I like to give an analogy as if I'm talking to a 6-year-old kid, because I'm literally talking to the future of our, like
yes,
I'm talking to the kids.
yes, 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 absolutely, absolutely. And also keep in mind that there's a child within every one of us that's been wounded and abused and healed. So with that intention, even if the adult is listening, you're targeting that part of their psyche. It's deeply healing. It's all with the intentions that we set, how our energy affects others. And so with that kind of beautiful intention, you're really affecting healing in people. And I see a kitty. Oh my God, yay, kitty.
So we have around 5 cats, a bunch of chickens. This is Ybor City in Tampa. It's like a sub neighborhood of Tampa where everybody comes and parties, like a bunch of tattoo shops, gay clubs,
Yes, yes,
top
yes.
DJ venues. And historically, this area is protected with chickens because in the 1800s, the Cubans came.
Oh
They
yes.
built they built all the big cigar empire of Tampa. They brought in the railroads. The families, they paid for it. But when the workers came over from Cuba, they brought their animals as well, including their livestock. So the animals here are protected. People come here to see these chickens, fancy chickens. We got people. Jules the peacock just died. I was really sad when I heard she died, man. She came to see me right before she died, a final time. It was a really awesome moment.
Oh,
But
fantastic.
like there's murals everywhere of these chickens, and like people freak out. They're like, "Oh my God, there's a chicken." And we're like, "It's a thing here, man." You know, postcards you can buy down the street. It's pretty cool.
Oh, amazing, amazing, amazing. Wow. So I think we have made excellent, excellent achievements. I can't think of anything that's left undone at this time. It's
I
all
feel
good.
invigorated.
Me too. Me too. I was just about to say you came out of your shell. The soldier facade has come, and I see the joyful energy coming out. Yeah. So,
Like I
uh,
don't feel fatigued at all. I actually feel 100% woken up and like I
yes,
feel
yes,
normal.
it's good.
It'd be cool if I can maintain that because I hardly ever get to experience this feeling ever. I don't even remember the last time I felt this moment. I really
Let's
can't.
see. Okay. So as the final task of today, let's see how we can keep this. But to be honest with you, I don't feel this all the time either. I think we bring it out in each other. That recognition of kinhood or soul family. When you see somebody and your soul recognizes them, that's invigorating. That doesn't happen often. But in terms of energy, yes. So again, what I'm getting is kind of like an energy hibernation for you, where a lot is going on in the background. A lot of stuff that wasn't active before is going to kick online in preparation for what's to come. So just bear with it. And also, there's the energy of the planet. So we're going through now. To be honest with you, this is the darkest time humanity has ever experienced in terms of the number of living slaves. We never had such a great population of slaves alive. In terms of child abuse, all the nasty, dark shit that existed throughout history, now because of our greater population, it's never been so bad. But this is the end of it. So we're at the end of the great cycle of the Dark Ages, the Kali Yuga, the 36,000-year long cycle. And we're going to go into the transition phase, which things are going to get lighter, but that's going to be about 300 years. But this is the darkest moment. And so what you're feeling is quite a lot to do with that. Also, quite a significant amount of energetic sabotage is done through spiritual and technological means, trying to pull down and drag down the energy of the human species. So, the best thing, quite honestly, just think of yourself right now. Keep yourself at peak condition, and then if there's excess, if there's extra, let it wash over the cosmos. Don't sacrifice your own peak condition because you're needed. If you're compromised through caring for others, that's diminishing you for something that is far more important.
Thank you for all this, man. Like it really means a lot. Like you just blew my mind. It confirmed everything I feel inside and what I know to certain degrees, and you expounded on a lot of it. And like I could
Fantastic.
100% of you just described 100% who I am, and no one's ever described me like that.
It's an
So I don't
honor.
really talk about
It's it's
myself that
it's
much.
it's, it's made to. It was meant to happen. It was meant to happen. And to be honest with you, information or knowledge without utility, it's a burden. There's so much going on that this poor human brain cannot really deal with. And so therefore we wait, we trust certain members of our family, soul family. Oh, you keep this little shard for me and you give it to me when the time is right, otherwise it will interfere with my process. There's a lot that, so with going into the records, so the same thing you have, by the way, existing in all dimensions. Where do you go, man? I mean, how much of a remote viewing can you do? Watching people sitting on their sofa eating Cheetos and being all disgusting. It gets pretty tiring really quickly. And so then I started looking at the pyramids. I wanted to see if there were aliens building stuff. And so there I ran into a group of rather nasty praying mantis beings, insectoids. And that was the first combat I got into. These people are nasty. There are evolved among them, but this is they work tightly with the low-level reptilians. Um, there's a whole shit show. The universe is a mess, man. you know, there's no place untouched by this darkness. All dimensions of reality, all the way up to the source's doorstep. They infiltrated our universe at the moment of creation, as if they needed any more advantage. They didn't even wait for us, for our species to evolve or for Earth to form. They were there as soon as the prime creator hit the start switch. They were in like uninvited guests,
Who are
infiltrating
they?
the phantom realm, the 11 universes that cheated extinction. So they're the ones pulling the strings, trying to survive. So all these other species are really puppets. They're working for these guys. And so they have to be extinguished. It's a matter of light against darkness, a divine order, life and beauty versus this regimented Borg system. And that's what we're really fighting. Cauterizing the wound, universe by universe, until now, this is the final battlefield. Everything lies in the balance. All the other wars in other dimensions have been won and lost. It's all decided. This is the last battlefront where everything, is lost or won. So it's important.
I'll die for it, man.
Me too. Me too. But no, so hang around. We're going to have an after party.
I'm ready for the party, man. It's been a very painful existence doing this over and over and over again, not just in this timeline, just throughout
Yes.
time.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
all my different bodies and like
Yeah.
I'm ready.
It's close. It's close. And this is kind of like, it's happened over and over. When you go above the dimension of individual universes, it's like a sickness in the body that occurs periodically. So this has happened over and over. We're just in this phase of it. And so that's why they bring in specialized souls to remedy. It's like the body's immune system, specialized immune cells that know how to deal with this stuff. And so that's why they brought us into this universe when the natural defenses all failed. But no, this is what we do, man. It's pretty much guaranteed.
That's what I tell people. It's just what I do. I don't know how to do anything else except move forward through an enemy.
Yes, yes, yes.
I'm good at it because I don't fear nothing.
Exactly. Yep.
We are all equal. No one is above me.
Yes.
I will always treat you as equal.
Fantastic.
As long as you treat me as an equal.
Amazing. Amazing.
It's awesome to meet you, man. I can't wait to catch up with you when we get to Alien
Yes,
Event in April, man. That's gonna be
if they
freaking awesome.
give me the visa, man, I'm still waiting. It's quite unusual. I applied last October, and so I was born in Iran, and so also I have engineering education. So I tick all the wrong boxes, right? They have to.
So stupid. They think you're a weapon of terror guy.
Well,
It's like
they
Bush
don't.
Empire all over
Yes,
again.
yes, they don't know. And again, the Iranians, they're excellent engineers. I suppose you can't blame the intelligence systems of Europe or America. They got to do their due diligence. It's just a pain in the butt. Every time they see I'm involved in nothing, and so they give me the visa. Hopefully, I'll make it. It would be fantastic to shake your hand in person.
See yourself making it.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you made it.
Yes, yes.
I made it.
I made it. Yes.
And I will be there to give you a big freaking hug, man.
Oh man, likewise,
I
likewise.
feel like I haven't seen you in 1,000 years.
It's been a while. It's been a while. Oh, good. So I'm gonna wait for the Zoom to process. I'll send you the recording, maybe because I mean both of us were tapping in and out. So maybe if you watch the video at another time, there may be something you pick up because I don't even remember what we just talked about. So these videos are
Honestly, they blocked when you were talking and you started doing your mudras. They wouldn't let me see hardly any of it. Your screen would just freeze.
Oh,
And
that's me, man. That's all me. My computers, they can't take the energy.
I'm hoping the recording actually got it because I was imagining you were archetypally send me these
Yes.
these
So let
symbols
me show you
energetically
one
because
more
I know that's
time.
what you were doing.
Starting from this position, you breathe in.
I do those exact moves. That is insane.
And then pulling up from the earth. And then sending towards whoever is meant to receive. It's powerful. It's the evolution of Taoist Qigong and Reiki. It came after many years, but yes, I've seen others that have been receiving the same thing. I'm not unique. It's been coming to the surface. There's many of us. We're not alone.
We are the X-Men.
Yay. Oh, fantastic, fantastic. Okay,
To
brother.
close that
Thank you.
conversation, you
Yeah,
have the great, I think I could see the great wave behind you by Hokusai. Is that what
yeah,
that is? I can
yeah, yeah,
see it.
yeah. That is
Yeah,
Hokusai.
so that's the great wave that's coming right now. I'm being surrounded by rain to amplify this conversation, but like that symbol is extremely powerful because that's what's coming and nothing
Yes.
can't
Nothing
stop
can-
it, man.
Yes.
Cannot stop what's coming. We
Agreed.
are the wave.
I agreed. I agree. I agree completely. Fantastic. So, hey man, stay in touch. Stay in touch. I think we've got work to do collectively, and I'm always delighted to speak with you. I always have time for you, no matter what.
I will be there as well, man. We
Okay.
have
Thank
a
you.
lot to
Thank you
talk
so much.
about.
And so, please send me an email so I can forward the link to download our video.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Thank you
Okay.
for all this, man.
Be well.
Awesome meeting you, Amir.
Take care. It's an absolute pleasure. Take care of yourself. Bye for now. Bye.